traveling single mom, and I'm so excited to film this video of our packing video. Safari's at school, so she's not going to be in this video, but I've laid everything out for our main backpack over here, and then my day backpack over there. And I have to put a little bit more in my main backpack because we are moving from this host family house to, we don't know where yet, but we're staying in a hotel this weekend and then figure something out more long term for the rest of the time that we're here in Mexico. So Safari is at school and she has her backpack with her at school, so I have to put a lot of the stuff like her toys that she would usually put in her backpack in mine. So let's start out with the main backpack stuff. So this is our scrubba bag, and it is just a bag that, this is the clothesline. So for those of you who don't know what a scrubba bag is, it is a waterproof bag that you wash your clothes in, typically for travelers. So it has like a silicone like washboard inside, and as you saw, it rolls up really small, and yeah, that's just how I wash our clothes. The things that I don't really like to wash in them are my leggings and my sweatshirt because they're so big, even though I do, but I've tried to wash jeans in it before, and that was really difficult because you have to rinse them out in the sink and then wring them out, and that was, I never got enough water out, so it took forever to dry. But we don't really travel with jeans anymore, so it's not too much of an issue. And then here is our Sea to Summit sleeping bag liner, and it's actually insect repellent sleeping bag liner. And my one fear in traveling is bugs, cockroaches, bed bugs, all of that type of stuff. So that's my one fear of traveling. That's why I pick more high quality accommodations than a lot of other travelers that I talk to and see, but I can't with bugs. So we have that. And then over here we also have Safari sweatshirt, 2 thin scarves, 2 sarongs, and a poncho sweatshirt that I just got when we visited Puebla, the city in Mexico. So this is kind of bulky, but I'm putting all of these things on the outside, tying them to the outside of our backpack, so it won't take up any space inside the backpack. Then toiletries, I might do a completely separate video on toiletries because there's a lot in here, but the main things that are in here are vitamins and supplements for me and my daughter, just to make sure that we're healthy during our travels. And then I also have things that didn't fit in the toiletries bag, like face wash, Q-tips, face wipes, face scrubber, just because we bought things since we've been here. We've been in Mexico for about 2 weeks, so we bought some things that we didn't originally come with. And then we have our shower shoes, which we use at almost every location we go to, especially if it's like a medium level hotel or a host home, things like that. We use them to take a shower. Here is my very small first aid kit, and I originally had a much bigger one, but this has all of our medicines, mostly medicines. It's ibuprofen for me, and it's packed full because we have to have kids ibuprofen and original ibuprofen, so both of us could have what we need in many different things. So I might do a short video on everything that's in here as well. And then this is just a collapsible small bowl, and we actually use this every single day for everything. Safari uses it for her cereal in the morning. We use it as a cup to drink out of. I use it for different things that I eat throughout the day. It's actually an amazing thing to bring traveling because it's so small, and you could actually, even when it's folded, you could put other things in it so that you can open it or close it to put other things in it so that you're using that space as well. So this starts out our electronics, and these are my headphones for teaching because I teach online with a couple of different companies, and then I always wear glasses with no lenses when I teach, so those are in here too so they don't break. So then here are my two shirts that I teach online with, and they're bigger so they don't fit in our clothes bag. And then here is my Abram shirt. His mom and dad gave me this actually. He got it made for his 16th birthday, and I wear it all the time. Almost at least once or twice a week, even when we travel. So here is a collapsible laundry basket. And here is our laundry bag. So this is actually a silk pillowcase we got from the dollar store. So I typically just open this and put this like as a kind of like a garbage bag lining into this, and we just put our clothes in there when we stay somewhere for a longer period of time, such as here. We've stayed here for exactly 2 weeks, even though last weekend we went on a trip to the city of Puebla, and so we weren't here then, but yeah. And then this is our travel pillow. We take it everywhere with us. We got it at Walmart for like less than $5. We use it as a regular pillow even when we stay somewhere long term. So that is very useful. And I would like to say that I didn't get to this point of the things that I'm bringing with us now from one try. As many of you have seen our previous videos, we lived in China for 6 months this year, and then we went back to America once or twice during that time. So I have changed backpacks, I've changed different equipment, many different things I've changed to get to this point. And I think that I'm at a really good point right now to where we use pretty much everything in our backpack on a daily or at least weekly basis. So I'm really proud of that, because at the beginning, I should have made a video at the beginning of everything that I brought. My backpack was probably like over 40 pounds, and it was just ridiculous to carry. We didn't use over half of what was in it. So I think we're at a good place now. So let's continue with all of the other electronic stuff and what I use to teach. So this is actually very bulky. This is my background for one of the companies that I teach for, and I really don't like having to carry this, and I'm ruining it because it's vinyl by rolling it up. So I'm hoping that I can find one of the seamstresses out here in Mexico who can put the background that needs to be on this white background that's inside on a piece of white material, so that I could fold it up, put it in a Ziploc bag to protect it, and just put it with all of my clothes in the backpack and make that a lot easier. Here is my laptop, which I teach from, as well as the cord. It's a touch screen, but it's pretty old, maybe, I'm not sure how old. Maybe 2012 I bought that. And then here's our travel adapter, and we just got a new one. This is the Amazon Basics travel adapter, and I actually love this one so much better than the other one we paid like over $20 for, and this one was $12.99. And as most of you know, Mexico uses the same outlet as America, so that's pretty easy for us. But just to have this to take, whether we go to Bali next, Thailand next, more south, I don't know yet. Here is an extension cord. So when I was doing my research before I went to China, everybody said that if you stay in hostels that you will be the #1 friend if you have an extension cord, because there's so little plugins in hostels, and everybody, especially people who stay in hostels, typically have their camera, their laptop, their phone, all these different things. So when we plug in the travel adapter along with this, we have 3 regular plugs and 6 USB plugs to plug everything into only one outlet. So that's pretty awesome. I love that one. And I got that off Amazon as well. I think maybe it was $13 or $15, but I will put everything that I can in the description so you could easily go to these things on Amazon. So this, I use a lot of Ipsy bags and just bags that I find around. I've bought a couple packing cubes that I have over here, but Ipsy bags are amazing because they're small, but they fit a lot. They're perfect size for a lot of my different things that we bring with us. So this one is just all of our cords. So I have a lot of duplicates of cords just because I try, even though sometimes I get lazy at night, but I try to plug everything in at night. So our travel fan, our battery pack to charge different things, my phone, our Wi-Fi hotspot, many different things. I try to plug all of them in at night so we're ready to go the next day. So I do have a lot of duplicates of those, which could be unnecessary. And then this is our hard drive. I don't typically use it right now, but I'm sure I might use it when we start doing more YouTube videos, as well as we have many different movies on there. That was the original reason I bought it. One of my friends put a bunch of different movies on there so we could buy a HDMI cable because I don't have one yet, and then whenever we go to hotels we could just plug it in and use it on the TV. So this is our packing cube of clothes, and yes, it doesn't look like a lot, but that's because a lot of our clothes are dirty right now, and even when those are clean, almost everything fits into here. And I think when everything is clean except for what we're wearing, all of the clothes will fit in here and here. However, when we came to Mexico, I also had put 2 sets of clothes for me in my day backpack and 2 sets of clothes for my daughter Safari in her day backpack, and then everything fit in this one. Because this backpack is bigger, if we ever have to, for some reason, leave a backpack behind, I want to be okay with leaving this big backpack behind and knowing that I might not get those things back. So in our day backpacks, we have my important documents, the sets of clothes, a mini toiletry kit, just different things like that. And I'll go through my backpack in a second after I go through the main one. So we have this extra packing cube, and then we also have this extra packing cube in case we need it, and then all of our socks. Is that it? Oh, this bag right here has all of our food, coffee, tea, all of that type of stuff that we've simply bought since we've been here, since we've been living in this host family house for 2 weeks now. So that's just a bag that we don't usually have. So now I will attempt, oh, here's Safari's toys as well. Her little doll, laptop, blow up pillow, little tiny bag of random toys, headphones, scarf for her doll, and of course we can't forget Safari's makeup. And those are all the things that she has. When we went to China originally, I gave her a small packing cube and I said you could fill this with toys, but then we went to China, and as many of you have seen my video about me getting denied for our tourist visa for China, we can't go back. So all of our stuff is currently there, and so I just told Safari, I mean, you have to get used to the fact that things like that will happen, and maybe everything that you own will get taken away. You will get robbed, or you will have to leave something somewhere, and you might not see that ever again. And I just want to make sure that Safari is okay with that. I tell her almost every day that experiences are so much more important than material objects, and I want her to understand that, so that when something does get lost or stolen or have to be left behind, that she doesn't really care. So with that being said, let's try to put all of this in the backpack. Oh, also here is our GoPro, which I haven't really used too much yet. I haven't used that at all actually for YouTube videos. Yeah, so let's do this. finished with the big backpack, let's look at everything that I carry around with me almost every day in my day backpack. So there's nothing in here right now, some papers. So let's start over here. This is very important, and I will probably do a video on what's in here just because this is our important documents folder. So this is the second one that we've had because I think that they're meant to not be opened and closed, used every day rigorously in a backpack type thing. But yeah, so the other one, got ripped down here. But this is a fireproof bag. I don't think it's waterproof actually. It didn't say that. The other one was waterproof as well, but it has everything in it. And I take this everywhere we go. It has copies of birth certificates, original birth certificates, all of my degrees, all of my authentications and certifications on the degrees when we had to do that for China. I can't even think of everything that's in here right now, but there's so much in here. Shop records, international driver's license, other driver's licenses that I have from America, Florida driver's license, New Mexico, all of those type things I keep in here. I like to have as many photo identifications as possible, and I typically put them in different places. So I am one of the people that always has my passport on me, and that is, I know, very controversial in the travel scene, but I always have my passport on me, and my daughter's passport, and other forms of ID I have in here. And then my daughter also has copies of our passports in her backpack that she takes to school with her every day. So there's that. And then these are just things that the certificate that she got from the Spanish school she went to last week, different activities that she did. And then so she goes to a homeschool, Hickman Homeschool. It's a charter school that has a homeschool attached, I guess, and it is an amazing program. And if you want to know more, please let me know and I will make a video on that, because it is very easygoing. She will go to different schools in each country that we travel to, and then all I have to do is just send the workbook pages or the things that she does at school to her teacher at Hickman Homeschool, and they work with me so well on that. So it's very awesome for her to be able to go to a school in America while not being there and be able to get a high school diploma when she finishes school from America. So here is our sunscreen, suntan lotion, and I keep it in here so that it doesn't leak in my backpack, but we use that every day, especially being in Mexico. We also have bug spray that we use every single day, which often doesn't work because we have at least 20 mosquito bites each at any given time. So then there's a lot of just little things that I take with me every day. This is also, along with the important documents folder, something very important that I always keep on me. It's a bra pouch actually, and it attaches to a regular bra or a sports bra. I wear this almost every day. It has very, very small, if you could see, probably not, picture or copies of my passport and my daughter's passport, and they're laminated. And then it also has a credit card in it and a little Ziploc baggie with some cash in it. And I put that all in there and put that on my bra, and I wear this almost every day. If I'm not wearing it, then it's in my backpack. Because, and granted this defeats the purpose by putting it in my backpack, but when I wear it on me, because if anybody decides to rob us, take all 3 of our backpacks, then I know that I have cash for us to get home or wherever we need to go. I have a credit card if we need to book flights. I have copies of our passport so we can go to the embassy and get new passports much easier than if we didn't have anything on us. And then Safari also has one of those. She has a sports bra. She wears it almost every day. If she doesn't wear the sports bra with that on it, then it's hooked inside her backpack. And it also has a copy of both of our passports and a laminated emergency card with my mom's address, phone number, email address, my phone number, and different ways to contact us if she gets lost, if I don't pick her up from school for whatever reason, whether something happens to me, anything for emergencies. So then there's a couple cosmetics, a couple lipsticks, lip gloss. These are actually pill Ziploc baggies. I get them from the pharmacy section at Walmart, and I use these for everything, especially in our day backpack, just because I like to have just enough for whatever we're doing. I typically like to say in our day backpacks we have enough clothes, toiletries, different things like that to last for 2 days. So in our Toiletries bag, which I'll show you in a minute, it has different things for us to survive for at least 2 days. Then toothpicks and flossers, my AirPods that are fake. I got them for like $5 in China and they work amazing. Flashlights, and there's also a flashlight on the backpack that's more like a night light. Neosporin. I use this for everything as well. I use it when I can't find a lip gloss or chapstick. I use it on mosquito bites, on whatever happens, I always use it. So here is 2 forms of protection that I typically bring everywhere. And actually, we took a bus here on the Greyhound, and so we drove in, or sat in the bus crossing the border from America to Mexico, and I was so like nervous that they were going to take the pepper spray and the knife, because we had to put our bags through x-ray machine, and they didn't say anything to me. They didn't open our bags or anything. So here I have some hot and cold, like icy hot things that we bought before we left America. Here is my iPod dedicated to Spanish. I actually paid over $700 for the Pimsleur's learning system. This was back when apps weren't too big of a thing and stuff like that, so I got them on CD, and then I bought an iPod to dedicate all of my Spanish learning to, and I put all of the CDs for the Pimsleur learning system on here, as well as some Spanish audiobooks, the movie Selena, anything associated with Spanish for me to learn. And this, I just finished this gum, or there's a couple left in it, so I just put the stuff that I usually put in my pockets, because these pants don't have pockets. These things, just wet wipes, and then this is the mini toiletry kit that we have. So I just have face stick of sunscreen, 2 face wash wipes, lotion, our toothbrushes, a little bit of toothpaste, face moisturizer, and these are body wipes for if for some reason you are unable to take a shower. These are the next best thing to taking a shower. A little bit of sunscreen, a little bit of coconut oil, and deodorant towelette. So those are the different things that I always keep on us if for whatever reason, an emergency situation, we are unable to get to our backpack, unable to take a shower. We have all of these things with us to do so, and that was very handy when we had to live on a bus for 3 days. All those things back in there. Cool. So a couple rubber bands for Safari's hair, since I don't have any. My Kindle Paperwhite. I was so excited to buy this, and I used it like for 2 days straight. I used it so much, and now I barely use it. So when we get into an actual routine and get a place where we're going to stay long term, I will definitely be reading a lot more. So a lot of people say you should bring 1 book with you. I wouldn't have done so if it wasn't for this book. I haven't read it yet, but one of my friends, Blessing, he's from Zimbabwe. We met him in China. He asked me to buy him this book when I was in America and bring it back to him in China. It's called My All for Him. It's a book about Jesus and loving Jesus. And unfortunately, we were unable to bring it back to him because now we can't go back to China anytime soon. So I will read it and eventually give it to him. This is our Sky Roam. We've had it for a little bit over a month now, and I might do a review on it, but I'm still on the fence about how I feel about it, if it's worth it in regards to the price. So once I determine that, then I will do a video on that for you guys. So we have tissues. I just put all of these in here because that was all we had left. This bag, I forgot what I originally used this bag for, but it has a bunch of change, American money and pesos in it, just because in Mexico you get a lot of coins for change. Here's our battery pack. It's the Anchor battery pack that's somewhere around $50 on Amazon. I'll link that down in the description as well. And then I have the cords to charge it and charge my iPhone. Here is the fan that I was talking about that I usually try to charge at night. It's amazing. It has 3 settings on it. I also got it off Amazon for maybe $11. 2 pins, a stylus, and a pencil, a monopod. This is actually what came with our GoPro accessories kit, but I use it for my phone because it's so long. I love it. And then we also have the tripod that's holding my phone right now as I'm filming, and then a selfie light, which is on my phone. So this is what I use as a wallet. So I take this everywhere I go. Even if I'm just going to take Safari to school down the block, I'll take this and I won't take my backpack. But it has our passports in it, cash, California ID, gift cards, debit cards, global entry cards. This could be in the Toiletries Kit, but so I tend to put deodorant in these little tiny things, or bigger ones if it's a whole stick of deodorant, just because I think a thing of deodorant, a container of stick deodorant, takes up so much space in the Toiletries Kit for no reason. So I just put it in those, and I use my finger to put it on every morning. And then here also is, oh, it smells so good, solid deodorant. So that also helped when we were flying to China or other places in regards to the liquid allowance. And that's about it for my wallet. And then of course some fishies, just so Safari always has a snack if she's hungry. And that's about it that goes in my backpack for my day pack. And currently Safari's at school, as I said, with her backpack, and in her backpack she just has all of her notebooks that she has to have for school, her lunch bag, and all of those type of things. So let's go ahead and load everything up.